Hey there everyone, Ramesh here, back again with another video. In this video we will discuss one more very important Java interview question, that is difference between collections and streams in Java. Well, as we know that streams are introduced in Java 8 and collections were introduced in 1.2. And in this video I am going to demonstrate each and every difference between collections and stream with an example. Alright, so that you will understand better. Let's go and let's take a look into the first difference. Collections are used to store and group the data elements in a particular data structure like list, set or map. Well, as we know that we use a collection to store and group the data elements, right? On the other hand, streams are used to perform some complex data processing operations like filtering, matching, mapping stored on the data such as arrays, collections or input-output resource. Well, we basically use streams to perform some operations like filtering, matching, mapping, and we create a stream from different sources like arrays, collections or input-output sources. Well, let me demonstrate this point with an example so that you will understand better. Well, here I have written a piece of code to demonstrate this difference. Here I have created a list object using ArrayList implementation class. A list is basically a collection and we store basically data elements in the list, right? And on the other hand, you can see here stream. Well, first we have converted a list into stream because we basically create a stream from the collection or array or any input output resources. So in this example, we are creating a stream from the list and then we are performing some filtering operations using filter method on this stream. Okay, so here basically we are filtering apple from the list. Okay, and then finally we are collecting the result. It means that streams are used to perform some operations like filtering, mapping, collecting the result, etc. Streams are not used to store the data elements. Okay, collections are used to store and group the data elements. On the other hand, streams are used to perform the operations like filtering, mapping, collecting the result. In this example, we are using filter method to filter apple element from the stream elements, and again we are using collect method to collect the result in a list. Okay, and then finally we have printed this list. All right, so let me run the program and let me show you the output. And here you can see, here we have used stream to perform filtering operation. Okay, so filtering operation here basically we are filtering apple element from the stream. Okay, and here is the output. Apple is filtered from this stream. Okay, so basically collections are used to store and group the data elements. On the other hand, streams are used to perform the operations like filtering, mapping, collecting the result, etc. Well, let's take a look into the next difference. You can add or remove elements from the collections. On the other hand, you cannot add or remove elements from the stream. Well, as we know that in collections we have add and remove methods, right? We can use them to add or remove the elements from the collections. On the other hand, you don't see any methods like to add the elements or remove the elements because we don't use stream to add or remove the elements. Okay, we use stream to perform some operation. For example, let's consider the same example over here. Here we have created a list object using ArrayList implementation class, and here we are using add and remove method. Okay, so basically ArrayList class provides add and remove method to add the element to the list and to remove the elements from the list. So this is how we can add and remove elements from the collection. On the other hand, you don't find any add or remove APIs or methods in a stream because we cannot add or remove elements from the stream. Okay, stream is used to only perform some operations like filtering, mapping, okay, matching and collecting the result, etc. Alright guys, one more important to note here is that whenever we create a stream from the different resources like array, collections, input output resources, and if we change the stream, then its source does not change. For example, here consider list is a source for a stream because here we are creating a stream from the list, and whenever we do some operations like filtering, mapping and matching operations on stream, then list could not be modified. For example, let me print the stream over here. Before that, let me remove this statement, and here I will print the list. I will just use for each here and then I will just print each element from the list, and here I'm going to use method reference. Okay, perfect. So what we have done, basically we have created a stream from the list and we have modified this stream. Okay, and whenever we modify stream by using filtering, matching, mapping, etc., then the source, that is list, should not be modified. For example, let me run the program and let me show you the output. Okay, so here what I will do, I will put one new line. Okay, let me run the program again. Yeah, there we go. You can see here the output. So result, so this is the output of the stream. Okay, and apple is filtered from this list, so you can see banana, mango, orange. And then fruits is the list, and I have printed fruits over here, and you can see fruits list contains 4 elements. Even though we have performed some stream operations, that is filtering on fruits, but the source, that is list, is not modified. It means that whenever we create a stream object from the different sources like arrays, collections, input output resources, and perform some operations on stream, then the source should not be modified. In this case, the list is not modified because list is a source for the stream. Okay, so this one is the important point to note. Well, let's take a look into the next difference. Collections have to be treated externally using for loops. On the other hand, streams are iterated internally using for each loop. Well, as we know that we can iterate over collections like list, set, map using for loops, right? We can use for loop or for each loop. On the other hand, on the stream, we can use for each method. I mean, we don't have to use for loop to iterate over stream elements. Stream have its own iteration mechanism. For example, you can see here the code snippet. We have created a list and we are iterating over a list using for loop as well as for each loop. And you can see here the stream elements. I mean, stream provides its own internal iteration mechanism, and yeah, it exposes for each method, so we can use for each method of stream object to iterate over stream elements. Okay, and if I run this program, it should work properly. Okay, great. It means that collections have to be iterated externally. On the other hand, streams are iterated internally because stream provides internal iteration mechanism and we don't have to use loops to iterate over stream elements. On the other hand, collections we can iterate using for loops. Well, let's take a look into the next difference. Collections can be traversed multiple times. On the other hand, streams are traversable only once. It means that we can loop collections multiple times. On the other hand, we can loop streams only once. Okay, for example, so look at here the code snippet. Here we have created a list and we have added elements to the list, and we are iterating or we are looping this list multiple times. First by using for loop, second by using for each loop. It means that we can iterate collections multiple times. Okay, we can traverse collection multiple times. On the other hand, you can see here stream. So first we have created a list and we have converted a list into stream, and then we have performed some filtering operation, and then we have stored this filter method result into a stream because filter method returns a stream, and then we are traversing over a stream by using for each method. Okay, and if I want to traverse this stream again here by using for each loop, for each method, then this will basically gives the error. It means we can traverse stream only once. If we try to traverse it again, then it will give the error. Okay, for example, let me run this program and let me show you the output so that it will clear to you. And there we go. You can see here the error, stream has already been operated upon or closed. It means that we can iterate or loop or traverse stream only once, and in case of collection we can traverse collection multiple times. Okay, well, let's take a look into the next difference. Collections are eagerly constructed. It means whenever we create a list, set or map, all the elements are computed at the beginning itself, right? On the other hand, streams are lazily constructed. It means that in a stream we have two types of operations, intermediate operations and terminal operations. And until and unless the terminal operations should called, the intermediate operations cannot be completed. For example, look at here. We have created a list and all the elements are computed at the beginning itself. Okay, this list is created eagerly. On the other hand, you can see a stream is created lazily. Okay, because here you can see based on the condition the stream is created. All right, it means that collections are created eagerly. On the other hand, streams are created lazily. All right, so these are the few notable differences between collections and stream, and I have explained each and every difference between collections and stream with an example, and I believe that you understood all these differences. In the interview, make sure that you will explain all these differences and try to give examples. All right, great. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next video.